tell me, what's Lee Haney doing 10 years from now? What will you actually be doing then, do you think?
You know what, Brian, I've been, a while back, I owned a 40-acre ranch. I had horses, pigs, chickens, rabbits, all of that. So my son and daughters and the whole neighborhood grew up there. We had summer camps. We would have churches to come out and spend overnight. We had the houses, baseball field, basketball court. All of that was happening there. And the airport expanded. And so we still have the program, but we moved it to another place, so it's not as big. So I've been looking. Matter of fact, me and Shirley went looking yesterday for some land to maybe create that same type of facility, because I really feel that when young people are connected to the land, there's a level of maturity and respect that they have, and they develop. So that was important for me growing up as a country boy, you got responsibilities. You got to feed the chickens. You got to clean out the horse stalls. You got to plant new seeds. You got a garden. You got to get out there and water the garden, get the weeds out. All of those things created a good fundamental of work and sacrifice and reward, because they were able to pick the tomatoes or the cucumbers out of the garden. Well, they worked to plant them and they grew. Seed time and harvest. So we want to create that again. So we've been looking, and I'm really into organic farming too, organic food. So that's what I'm looking at now, and the mentoring, growing that, keeping my hand on the pulse of young men. And so I'm excited about that. So I'm about looking. I've been praying about it, and I'm being about it too. You just don't pray and sit down. You pray, you go looking. You ask for God guidance as he leads you to the different places. So that's what I got in my heart to do next.
I love that. And that connection with nature, it's so important and so hard to quantify. And we've lost it a lot these days. And, a lot of the answers are in nature. Some people say all the answers are in nature.
That's right. That's right. Like I did a Facebook message yesterday where I was talking about how so many people rely on a doctor, putting their health as a responsibility to the doctor. You should be responsible and intentional about your own health. Your health is your wealth, not the doctor's. You got to be intentional and proactive about researching what's good in the way of nutrition. You got to do those kinds of things. And but a lot, and the Bible tells us in Matthew that I think the 9th chapter said, our food is medicine and our medicine is our food. So by understanding the nutritional makeup of foods that are high in fiber, that are good for allowing the body to recover and cleanse the system and so forth, these are life-giving foods, which gives life to the body. Whereby dead foods, dead calories, like processed foods and so forth, dead food create dead bodies. So we have to be proactive when it comes to things like that. Brian, another book I came out with too is Fit at Any Age. This book talks about age management, fitness, age management, nutrition, and age management supplementation. So you have to, managing the age should start time a person enters the world. Time a child is born, the mother, the father should put a program in place to help make sure that young person, up until the time that they leave, has been programmed about the importance of vegetables and fruit and water and proteins like chicken and fish, antibiotic and hormone-free, that's in and out of the system, in and out foods, not foods that hang around in the gut that create chaos in the body and destroy the immune system. So all of that is so important. And so we got to be proactive in teaching that and following those basic principles ourselves. That way we can manage age. You see, that's what took place in the countryside. People who live off the land, live in the country, sunlight, natural sunlight, live longer. than people who live under a roof with no sunlight, no exercise, eating dead food.